uh, ever since 2016, the number and the level of attacks you've been under has been steadily increasing, has been super intense. How do you walk through the fire of that? You've been very stoic about the whole thing. Don't think I've ever seen you respond to an attack. You just let it pass over you. You stay positive and you focus on solving problems. And you didn't engage while being in DC. You didn't engage into the back and forth fire of the politics. So, what's your philosophy behind that?
I appreciate your saying that I was very stoic about it. I think, I feel things pretty deeply. So initially, some of that really took me off guard, like some of the derivative love and hatred,
Mhm.
some of the intensity of the attacks. Um, and there were times when it was so easy to counter it. I'd even write something out and say, "Well, I'm gonna press send," and never did. I felt that sort of getting into the mud, fighting back, it didn't run true to who I am as a human being. Like it felt at odds with with who I am and how I want to spend my time. So I think as a result, I was oftentimes on the receiving end of a lot of cheap shots. And I'm okay with that because it's sort of the way I know how to be in the world. I was focused on things I thought mattered more. And, I think part of me also internalized, there's a concept in Judaism called Lashon Hara, which is translated into, I think, quite literally evil speech. And the idea that, speaking poorly of another is almost the moral equivalent to murder because you can't really repair it. You can apologize, but you can't repair it. Another component of that is that it does as much damage to the person saying the words um, than it does to the person receiving them. And I think about that a lot. I talk about this concept with my kids a lot, um, and I'm not willing to pay the price of that fleeting and momentary satisfaction of sort of swinging back because I think it would be too expensive for my soul, and that's how I kind of made peace with it because I think that feels more true for me.